quick video, just a quick video on doing the diaphragm in the bottom of the seat. It's quite a common problem with the TR6s and MGBs. The diaphragm just starts to disintegrate, and next thing you know, you're sat on the floor. So the TR6 has got to be the easiest seat on the planet to take off a car. There's only two 5/16 bolts in the front. You undo them and then the seat will come right out. You lift it off the hook, get over the seat. So I'm just going to take this over to the bench and do the work on it. Okay. First thing I want to do before we start is make it a bit easier to work on. So what I'm going to do is flatten it out. And now we put it over. I don't have to balance everything. Now you can see what I'm in for, or what the problem is. There's a diaphragm. It's a bit weird because it appears that somebody's put covers on the seats but didn't bother to change the diaphragm, which I find odd, but anyway, that was the first odd thing I've seen. So first thing we've got to do is take off our back pieces here, our clips, of which there's not many. Oh, let me get a little guy. So we're going to take the clips off first. We want to be careful with them. We don't just rip them off, just kind of work them off if you can. And we go all the way around and take them off. Okay, we are with the last one. Like I say, try not to rip the things off. And just fold this back. Glued it to the sponge. So you never know what you're going to find when you do this. It depends who did it, I guess. Push this back. Now I can push this down and get at it. And what I'm going to try is do it from here. I think I can get it off from here. I'm clipping my hooks. There. This is our old diaphragm. Now what I tend to do is hang on to the hooks, because you never know, if we don't get the hooks with the new one, we're not going to be stuck. I've looked already, we do get new hooks, but habits. We have our old new diaphragm. Now I'm hoping I'm going to get away with this. So there's 3 on each side, 2 on the front. So I think what we'll do is position my hooks first. Get them in the diaphragm correct. So we're ready. What we'll start with is now you can try it without undoing the thing if you want, but for me just a little bit extra room makes all the difference. There you go, I got the two front ones in, and now all I've got to do is get the back ones in. Now I'm going to try this first. You know what, I'm afraid we're going to have to take the cover off, otherwise we're going to struggle like crazy with it. So, turn it over. I'm going to have to put the cover in from the top, I'm afraid. So we can lift this up now, it makes it a lot easier. So we just want to put it around in that position and get our diaphragm now, and we'll just hook it on the back too first off, and we'll put it on the front. Now what I do, I got a tube and I just get a piece of zip tie, then I take the hook, one of the hooks I got, put that in there so I can get hold of it, hook that on here, and then pull on it, and it's surprisingly tight. It just took a bit of effort here. The first one's the worst. So once you get that in, now you put the hooks. Like I say, it's surprising. So I find this the best way to do it, to get hold of it. Trying to do it with pliers is a bit difficult. And keep your fingers out of the way, because if anything lets go and and the hooks get hold of you, take a chunk out of you pretty good actually. Anyway, there you go, that's better. So we just go through and put them all in. Once you get one in one side, then it's a lot easier. Once you get the one in there, the first one. We're going to have to move the chair, so I've got to change everything around. Now, once we get the middle one in, I think we'll be good. Not so much with the zip tie. You can tell how tight this is. It's quite surprising. So I'm going to be some kind of advert for zip ties, I guess. Should make them the same. That's a good guess. Yeah. Oh, shit. That's pretty tight. Quite hard to pull actually, surprising. Okay, guess that was the easy bit. Now we'll just put the seat back down, turn it around again. Let's see what I'm doing. Just put our seat back on. Ease it over the end there. Now what I'm going to do is just take the seat back up that way. Now the trick is, put it back where it was. You can see with the clip edge, where the edge went round. So just put it back in the same place. That's all. You can push it down, that'll squash your sponge on the seat itself. And take one of our clips and just push it in like that. Right. And we work our way around, and again we just put it back to where the mark was before, and slide it back in. You've got to be careful with vinyl, by the way. If you get tempted to use a pair of these on it, put something really important, put something on the back of it, and even then you've got to be bloody careful you don't mark it. Okay, so only squash a little bit if you need to do that. And again, make sure your sponge is in the right place if you can. The original guy got the right tension on it, so that's good. There you go. Just go off the marks that was there, that's all you got to do. I'll put it back on the tag. Now if your seat covers are pretty old and brittle, it might be a bit more difficult. We'll have to see how that goes. I was lucky here, somebody's put a new seat cover on, so it's not that bad. my last one. Right. So there we are, we have a lot more tension on it now. So now we can put it like that. Hopefully we can get the bloody thing to come up again. Oh, so now all we got to do, shove it back in the car, which is pretty straightforward. There's just the two bolts. It pivots on here at the front, the 5/16, that's a 1/2 inch wrench size, and we're good to go. That's it. So it's pretty simple. The hardest part with an MGB one is getting the thing out of the car. That's a bit more difficult. As I say, the TRs, they got to be the easiest ever. Anyway, that was it, just a quickie. Pretty straightforward. So anyway, yeah, I guess I best shove it back in the car. Thanks for watching.